add 3 over x plus 1 plus 5 over x minus 1. So our first step is to find our least common denominator. So what we're going to do is list the factors of our first denominator, which is x plus 1. The factors are 1 and x plus 1. Now the factors of our second denominator is x minus 1 is 1 times x minus 1. So now we're going to list all the factors from our first denominator, which is x plus 1. And we're going to list any unlisted factors from our second denominator. So that's x minus 1. So the least common denominator is the product of our common factors, which is x plus 1 times x minus 1. So now here we have 3 over x plus 1, and we want to get to x plus 1 times x minus 1. So we're going to multiply the denominator by x minus 1 and the numerator by x minus 1. Plus, so now here we have 5 over x minus 1, and we want to get to x plus 1 times x minus 1. So we're going to multiply the denominator by x plus 1 and the numerator by x plus 1. So now what we have is 3x minus 1 over x plus 1 times x minus 1 plus 5x plus 1 over x plus 1 times x minus 1. So now what we're going to do is add across and list it over our common denominator. So now we have 3x minus 1 plus 5x plus 1 over x plus 1, x minus 1. So now we're going to distribute our 3's and we're going to distribute our 5's so that we get 3x minus 3 plus 5x plus 5 over x plus 1, x minus 1. So now what we have is 3x plus 5x is 8x, negative 3 plus 5 is 2, so plus 2 over x plus 1, x minus 1. So now what we can do is factor out 2 from each of our terms in our numerator to get 2 times 4x plus 1 over x plus 1 times x minus 1. And that's our answer.